Smart Route Traffic, sponsored by Ron Bonin Law. Call Ron Bo today.
Now, from Southern New England's leading news station, Frank Coletta, Art Lake, and Tony DiBiasio. This is News Watch 10 at sunrise.
Good morning. It's 56 degrees at 6:30 in the morning. I'm Frank Coletta.
And keep up the good work, treadmill troops. We see you exercising while you catch up on the news of the day. Oh, and when you leave the house, drive carefully, watch out for the Papones, and don't let those dastardly computers ruin your day. Enjoy this late summer warmth because, you know, in just a few months it's going to be cold enough for the Mudandis again. And those are some of the fun routines I remember sprinkling in between the news segments back in the days of Origot here on the Sunrise Show, along with the Village of the Day, the coffee cup salute, the stupid criminal of the week. But enough of this flashback. This is 2025, so let's turn things back over to the very capable, very talented crew that picked up where I left off just over 6 years ago today.
Wow.
Thank you for allowing me to be part of our 40th anniversary celebration here on the Sunrise Show, and salute.
Salute. Well, thank you for being here, Frank.
Oh.
We could not celebrate this milestone without the man who started it all. What do you remember back in those days? I can't remember what I did yesterday.
When you get to be my age, you remember the 40 years ago better than you remember last week. But what I remember most is that the change in technology over the 40 years. I'd say for the first 6 or maybe 7 years of the Sunrise Show, we were still writing the news on typewriters.
Yeah.
Manual typewriters and the electronic typewriters, and the very first computers were nothing more than word processors.
Right.
No internet no email, no nothing. And things have certainly advanced in a million different ways since then.
Yeah, you didn't even have these, I don't think.
I know.
When you left the iPads,
well,
all
when
our
you
scripts.
left, we were still on paper, and
Yeah.
now, wouldn't you love this, Frank? You would love this.
Oh, yeah, you would love
I have to say, I think what made Sunrise so special when you were here is how conversational you always were with the viewers, how you were very embedded in the community, and you know news. You were a reporter, you worked in the assignment desk, so you know the prompter goes down, and you could pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my years in radio helped a lot because that was ad lib everything. And if the news is in your head, you should be able to bring it to the people, even if there's no script. No, it's just not always perfect.
No, but that's all right. But that's what people like. You know, you're not always perfect. You know, you're yourself. You're human. And I have to say, you know, I started on the weekends, and I did it for a long time. But I emulated you. You know, I looked up to you and your style and really connecting with the viewers. So I'm where I am today because I followed in your footsteps.
We learned very quickly that the mood, the tone in the morning is so different from the 6 o'clock news at night. People are just getting ready for the day. We knew, and maybe this is still true today, we knew as many people were listening to the show as were watching the show because they were in the midst of their getting ready for the day, getting their kids ready for school, et cetera, et cetera. So we kept it conversational. Even when the consultant said we should be more formal.
Right.
Exactly.
And we're getting more and more conversational, too.
We're trying to get back to that now,
You're there. I watch you guys sometimes.
I still get up a little early, right?
Not for maybe the earliest part of the show, but I've seen the show. And
I was jealous when they said we first started, you started at 6:30 in the morning.
That
seems like
is
a luxury.
luxury. Can you imagine? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
But the day was longer because after the show and after the Today Show, local news, I went out and did a story for the noon and the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, of course.
But then the show got longer and longer, and we got up earlier and earlier, and we were just a little fiefdom unto ourselves.
Well, I think a lot of people want to know, too, what have you been up to?
Yeah. Well,
you've been enjoying yourself, relaxing.
The short answer is whatever I want.
That's great.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's
Quahogging?
Of course.
Did you bring me any quahogs?
I haven't been for a few days, so they got to be fresh. They got to be fresh. But I'll deliver some over. Most days, what other retired people do. Part of the day is what you need to get done, and the rest of the day is what you want to get done.
Yeah,
and some days it's all what you want to get done. So it's a slower pace, but it's not boring.
That's awesome.
The other question I get is, are you bored yet? And the answer is no, because there's so much to do, so much to see around Rhode Island and Southern New England. I'm revisiting places I've been to years ago and seen places I've never been to before.
I love that.
Love it. All right, Frank, thank you so much. Thanks for being here for our 40th.
Cheers.
He's got that big lunch up there.
It's ridiculous.
All right. In the meantime, Christina now.